Hi everyone, it's Jean. I'm back today with a little video, something that I've been wanting to work on for a little while, and I've seen this online and I wanted to share it with you. It is called, maybe you've seen it yourself, what they call busted canvas. Now, I obviously don't have a canvas with me, and this is all kind of like on the fly, so we're going to work through it together. But what I thought would be interesting is I have these really nice cardstock cards, and they're pretty heavyweight. So I thought what I would do, and I was working on one over here, so I may come back to this, but I want to show you how I think is the best way to start off, especially if you're using a cardstock instead of a canvas. So one of the first things you can do, and let me just do this real quick as I'm thinking about it, is where I had some prints that I had made. Where did I lay them? Should have been more prepared, huh? Okay. Give me just a second. Actually, maybe I won't use paper. Maybe I will use some fabric. So I'm not sure how much of this I have, but it may work. I love this little eyelet. It came from a doily, and it was kind of like dry rotted, if you're familiar with that term. And so it just tore very easily. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment to just apply this to the back of the card first. Just going to put on a whole bunch of glue here from my glue stick. And hopefully this will do what I want it to do by covering the back. So I'm going to cover the back probably midway, and I'm going to just pull this piece over so it looks like it's not broken or torn, and put that on. And then I am going to trim it. Have you ever heard of like scissor monsters or monsters of any type in your craft room that cause things to disappear? Well, that's me today. It's because I still haven't cleaned up. I'm guilty, very guilty of not cleaning up. Now, I'm not going to throw these away because I may need them, even though they're just tiny little pieces. So glue stick dries pretty quickly. That's why I wanted to use the glue stick. But for this process, what I do anyway is I just make a cut through the middle, and I'm not using anything to cut with. I don't have a mat here, so I'm just cutting through the middle, and I want to make sure that I'm cutting through that fabric. And then I'm going to cut toward the bottom of the middle slice, and then I'm going to do that over here, and hope my blade doesn't decide to slide out on me. And then I'm going to go down here a little bit more if I can get that. Okay, so that gives you an idea of basically what I've done is a line down the middle, and then it's like 2 triangles on the side. So after I do that, I'm going to pull this up, and if it cut the fabric correctly, on the other side we should have the pieces of the fabric coming out. So I may have to work on making sure that's cut. So here I have a piece coming out, and let's see about this piece. The nice thing about this lace is it's very easy to cut. So if you're going to cover the other side with something, I would recommend doing it with something that's easy to manipulate and cut. You can use sheet music, you can use fabric, you can use nothing if you like the other side of your paper. You can use a gel print, whatever you want to use, just to kind of make that the part that's busted out just a little bit more interesting. And if you want to make this bigger, just kind of tear it out more as you're going. Just tear out at those places that intersect. So there we have a cutout. Now, I wouldn't normally just leave the back of this like this. After I finished whatever design I'm going to make, I would then take another piece, maybe of this or something else, and cover over it so that it will look more finished on the back then. So let me pull these out a little bit more. So I want to kind of, and that's the thing about this card stock that I have. It's pretty heavy, but because we're doing something that is busted out, so to speak, we're okay in having little wrinkles and imperfections in it because you've basically broken through the paper and have created a hole. So then after I do that, I take my brown, whatever you have on your dauber. I happen to have brushed corduroy right now, which I like the brown color of that. It's dark, but it doesn't gives me a softer vibe. And then you can take a dowel, and if you guys can see this, I'm just going to wrap the dowel, the points around the dowel a little bit and kind of bend them in. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard to see on camera because I'm using both hands. But let me see if I can show you here. So I've taken the dowel and put it underneath and then started to roll these over it. Now, if you don't have a dowel, you can use a pencil. The end of a paintbrush works too, a pen, whatever you have. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think it gives it an interesting look instead of just having like this piece flopping out here. So I'm going to do that with all of them. And there we get this really nice effect with the curling of the edges, and I like that much better. Now, you can look at this and you can decide at this point, do you want this vertical or horizontal? Now, I kind of like it horizontal, but I have to decide what else I'm going to put on this. So, I brought out a few different things, and one of the things I kind of liked, let me see, where did she go? Was this little girl, because she looks like she's kind of sitting. So if I add her, I'm going to have to add her, I'm going to have to do it vertically, which is perfectly fine. So if I have her sitting right here on this, then we need to decide what we're going to have going on in the background. So I have some other little pieces. These are just little girls that I cut out. They're so cute. And these are some, just some floral images from a book I have. I like how the thistles look in there. I like that a lot. And to have her sitting here. She's too big, I think. Let me see if this girl is smaller. She is a little bit smaller, but it still covers up what's going on in the background. So, let me see. How will it look if I have two different kinds of flowers? Let's just audition a couple here. This one has a whole bunch of daisies and things. Those daisies look pretty. There's some yellow. Here is a daffodil, which I love daffodils. They're out this already. So I could put the daffodil in there. Love the purple. Okay, so I have a lot of options as to what I can put in here. I'm going to kind of create just a little cluster here of this fabric. Let's cut this one if I can, just so it's a little more raggedy. And then let me put these on first. I'll put these right here. And put this right here. And I like that, how that's kind of sticking up. And then, okay, let me look for okay. So, trying to think of another color. I have so many little things that that I've collected. This is a beautiful charm. I don't know if we can use that. I have some flowers that I made back when we were making flowers out of magazine images. I don't think I'm going to use that. Here on this one, I didn't put anything on the backing, but this is, these are bird eggs. And then I thought of putting the bird somehow, let's see how he would go. He would still be off the page there. I could put him right there. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I thought I had my other glue here. I do have my beacon glue, even though it's been giving me a fit. Don't you just love glue? I have art glitter glue. I just need to get it back out and fix it so I can use it. I need to refill my bottle. But I'm going to put this right here. And hopefully that'll hold that. And that looks really cool. And we still have the, you know, the broken bits here. And we could add, what could we add to this to make it more interesting? Let's see. I have some. These are little flower stickers that we could put on and around the bottom. Let's see how these would look. I'm not a big sticker person, but I do like these, what they're called pet stickers, because they're clear and they don't usually have any type of border. So those I do like. Okay, we'll just put these on and see how it turns out. And since this is a new project for everybody, I'll just see if I can figure out the best way to do it here. I don't know if I want to use that trumpeter one. Let me see what else I have. That would be more for a hummingbird, wouldn't it? Oh, that is pretty. That's not, that might be good for the other one. Can you guys see these? I'm sorry, I'm hogging up the area and not showing you. That's a pretty one. Pansies, these are potted, so I don't want those. That's pretty. Oh, those are precious. And it has a little butterfly on it. Oh, look at these. I love these. Okay, let me just start putting some down because I am in love with all of them, and we'll see how long it takes me to actually get them apart so I can use them. Okay. So this one is like a daisy of sorts. So I'm going to put it right here. And then I like that one. And let's see. I like this tall blue one for in the middle. Right here. And let's see if I can put this right on that tear. I don't know if it'll, let me hold it up. No, it doesn't look good like that. So we'll just put it underneath. There we go. That looks pretty. And then we'll use one more. And since these are kind of wildish, wildflowers, I'm going to use this one right here. There we go. So some of them are overlapping, but that's okay. So there, that looks really pretty, I think. I would definitely want to do the edges in purple. And I know I have purple here. Yes, I have a Distress Oxide purple. So let me go around the edges of this with that. And I'm using the actual pad because I want to get some color on this brown. So and then down here. Okay, that looks really cute. I like it. The only other thing that I think I may do with this is I did find some word stickers, and maybe I will put okay, I think I am going to use a couple. So I'm going to use this one that says Embrace the Journey. And then the next one will be Live every day with intention. And lastly, live in the moment. So those are 3 that will go on that card. So I hope you guys can see and get a good idea of how we used the opening, the bird. Now this is going to be, when you put this in, for example, a tuck spot, or you want to put it on your journal page, just put it down on the journal page. This is flexible enough that it'll flatten so that it's not so 3D. So I think that part will be okay. So what we need to do then is, depending on where we're going to use it, that will depend on how we cover the back. So I'm going to leave the back alone for right now. I'm just going to put this one right here. I put my knife away. And then we'll work on this one. So this one, we have this little cluster here, and I know I have more of those stickers. So let me see if I can pull them down. I have these are some stamped images that I made. Here are some more. So those are really pretty. And then I have a vintage photo. That would look cool. And here are some yellow flowers, and I don't want those are too big. Yellow flowers, and I have some pink and some green, blue. I don't know if I have any more. Okay, that's all I'm gonna pull out from there right now. All right, we have enough to work with. So I really like the idea of using vintage photos. So if we use this vintage photo of this little boy peeking out, isn't that cute? And he's actually right there at a tree or bush. So we could use him. And I wanted to see what these yellow ones look like. All right. Are they going to come out? Let's see. All right, let's take a look. So we have one with a bottle. That's really pretty. And this one, these are bottles too. Maybe these are all bottles. These are really, really pretty. Different bottles with florals. I don't think that's going to go with our little boy. These are just leaves. So let me see what these will look like. These are like branches. Oh, I despise packages I can't get open. I mean, I know they should all open the same way, but, you know, sometimes it's more fiddling with it than what you want to fiddle with it, right? Ooh, okay. So on this one, let me move these over so you guys can see. These are branches. Ooh, these are gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm wondering, let me see what size these are. These are kind of like what's on his picture. So let's see if we take the photo and we take one of these. Is this one smaller? Right here. This one's smaller because I may have to cut it. And I am going to cut it right here. And I'm going to put some of the leaves right there. And then some of the leaves over here, so that when they show through, he'll have a little bit of greenery. Not a whole lot, but a little. Okay. Let me cut this off. Actually, I want to see. I wanted to see if I could get this to move over a little bit more. Let's hope it doesn't pull up the... There we go. He's in the bushes, hiding. No, he's not. He's just a sweet little boy getting his pictures taken. That gives us a little bit more green in there. That's cute. So we need to glue him down, and I think what I'm going to do is use my masking tape is right here. Okay, I'm going to just put him on here, and I'm just going to do a temporary tack of this, one of this end, and one on this end, so I know where he goes. Oh, he's so cute. Aren't little boys rotten? I have one. That's how I know. Okay. And then we need something, because he is a little boy. We need something. I'm going to go around this actually with some glue. Maybe it'll press down better. Something masculine for this young man. Okay. You just go around the edge here, and hopefully that'll stick. That'll be poked open. And the masking tape will help hold it on until it glues really well. Oh, precious. All right, let's get all of these stickers out of the way here. Move them over here. Get the big shears out of the way. And move our cards. Now this one, I'm going to put on it something that will display a little bit of masculinity of sorts. So I think what I'm going to do, believe it or not, is I may put this cute little frog on here just because I think he I think he would look cute with a frog. So I'm going to put that on there. And then we can decide if we want to put in any other words. So let me glue this. This is a little flat back froggy I have, and I think it'll look cute. So I don't know what everyone's been up to. I have been doing different things instead of cleaning and organizing. And I need to get back to my cleaning and organizing. But the Mixed Media March 2025 that Carrie the Crafter is doing, it's anything that's rectangular, and I know that I've done a ton of pieces. I just haven't dated them or anything, so I will probably add these two to the collection. Okay. We are going to do, since it's a black and white photo, I'm just going to put on here, where's my scissors? Well, it's the little things that make life big. And if I do make these for the mixed media, I need to add some pieces of jelly print to it, and I will do that later and see where that fits in. I wanted to add, I guess I can just go around this with more brown. Go around the edge here with some more of the brushed corduroy. I get that really brushed on there. And I don't really mind that there's some raggedy pieces from that lace coming out the edges. I think that's a neat effect. And there you go, folks. 2 busted journaling cards. Is that cool? And here's the other one we made. Love it. So I hope you enjoyed this little project. And, you know, Tuesdays is kind of like Make It Work Tuesday. Do your 2-step Tuesday. So 2 for Tuesday. That's what I did today. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And I will see you in the next one.